Arsenal's grip on the European Cup Winners' Cup is about to face its most severe challenge. Sampdoria certainly have the pedigree, winners of this competition themselves in 1990, Champions Cup finalists in 92, and there's no doubt in the Italians' will to win. To get this far, they overturned a 1-0 home defeat against Bobby Robson's Porto.
Sampdoria have plenty of people up here around the penalty area. It might just fall now for Mancini. Oh, fabulous strike by Mancini. He brings life back into the tie. If Lombardo scores, Sampdoria will go through and Porto will be out. Sampdoria will play in the semi-finals of the Cup Winners' Cup. Joy for the Italians. Lombardo scores, but it's the end of the road for Bobby Robson.
Arsenal themselves conceded a goal in the home leg draw against Auxerre. Few fancied their chances in France, but once again the Gunners hit their European target.
Tony Adams keeps the ball forward again. That coming across there. It falls to Wright. And his shot is a goal! Ian Wright, the away goal that Arsenal so badly wanted.
So, coming up live, the European Cup Winners' Cup semi-final first leg between Arsenal and Sampdoria. Hello, good evening from Highbury. The holders from North London against the favourites from Genoa in Italy. Lots of ifs and buts about tonight, and Terry Venables is with us. Ifs and buts like, how will Sampdoria cope, Terry, without Hullit and without Platt, Mihailovic? Lots of them.
Well, I was speaking to David Platt earlier, and he said their form's not been very good, plus the fact now they've got injuries. But you can never tell. There's ifs and buts about all games, but a semi-final was so dramatic. You never know when the nerves bite. The younger guys might come in and do well. But I've also been speaking to the Arsenal boys, and they really seem up for it. So I think it's going to be very interesting.
I am looking for encouragement here for Arsenal tonight. You realise that? You know, I'm just thinking perhaps they might have got Sampdoria at quite a good time.
I think that's right, and I'll give you that encouragement. I'm sure they have actually. And but Mancini and Lombardo, as we said last night, are top skillful players, and they're going to be the danger, those two.
OK, thanks, Terry. Well, Arsenal's inspiration so often comes from their skipper, Tony Adams.
Tony, what can we expect from Arsenal tonight?
Obviously, we've got to be really positive tonight. We're at home, but one respect, we've got to be a bit cautious as well, so probably being a bit of a hypocrite there, but we don't want to concede their away goal, so positive but patient, I think. So
our commentator at Highbury is Martin Tyler.
He's only set it up for Hillier, beaten up by Zenga. Bould! Arsenal in front this time. Taken by Schwarz. There's Bould flicking it on. It's 2-0. And Steve Bould raises his arms in triumph again. Nice touch by Jugovic. Mancini and Dalsman also involved. Oh, there's problems for Arsenal here. Jugovic. Sampdoria have got what they would have been craving at half-time. They've got an away goal. Will he get there? He has done! Ian Wright, we've hardly seen him, but Sampdoria didn't see him then. Aspero, the substitute. Mancini. WInterburn back on. Oh! Arsenal turn away in disbelief as Seaman has to pick the ball out of the net a second time. And it's Jugovic again.
Right after this one. In a good space. It's Ian Wright. It's a wonderful goal for Arsenal.
Ian Wright ensured an Arsenal victory in the first leg at Highbury, but Vladimir Jugovic's second away goal for Sampdoria means the Gunners have the narrowest of advantages to defend in Italy. Can Stuart Houston keep the dream of Cup Winners' Cup success alive at the Luigi Ferraris Stadium in Genoa tonight? Hello, good evening. The holders with a slim 3-2 lead, but the favourites from Italy now have home advantage, plus the psychological lift of those 2 Highbury away goals. Queen's Park Rangers manager and former Italian campaigner Ray Wilkins with me. Ray, does it need a superhuman effort here tonight from Arsenal to get through again?
I think it does, Bob, yeah. And I think what we've seen over the last couple of years is the way the Italians do play European football. They play it very well indeed. I think it's going to be tough for Arsenal. They have to defend properly. The first 20 minutes is an old cliché in football, but I think it's vitally important tonight.
It's ominous, isn't it, that Sampdoria have 3 men back tonight, Vieca, Vod and Ferry, and Mihailovic, whose free kicks are ominous as well. They're all back, those 3. They didn't play at Highbury.
That's quite true, and Mihailovic does hit a good free kick anywhere around the box. That Mancini can do it from the right side, he can do it from the left side. But I don't think we must discount the Arsenal's set plays either. They scored with 2 at Highbury, and there's no reason, if they get in the right areas, that they can't produce the type of ball that Bould and Adams can feed off.
The first goal coming from Arsenal would set the old cat amongst the pigeons, wouldn't it?
It would be very pleasant. From us Englishmen.
For all of us, I'm sure it would. OK, well, we're going to take a short break. Uninterrupted coverage of the first half follows. We're just about 5 minutes away from kick-off in Genoa, and it would appear Arsenal know exactly how important this match is to their season.
Basically, it's cup semi-final. Our season's still alive, and we want to keep it that way. You know, it's a big prize. European Cup final, Cup Winners' Cup final awaits, and we want to be in there. We enjoyed it last year against Parma, and we just want to be in there again, and that means beating Sampdoria tonight. So that's our game plan.
Hello again. These are the scenes in Genoa as the Sampdoria and Arsenal teams emerge into the Luigi Ferrari Stadium. It's certainly going to be a huge, huge test, this, for Arsenal's famed teamwork and resilience. Now, just before we go to kick-off, Ray, I want a prediction from you, an honest prediction. You know the Italian scene. I mean, we've got an all-Italian UEFA final. We've got AC Milan in the Champions Cup.
Yeah, I think even last year, when we look back to the cup final of last year, a lot of people didn't really give Arsenal too much chance against Zola and Aspria from Parma. But they produced a magnificent performance. That's what's going to be required tonight. I've got a little sneaking feeling that the Arsenal can go through.
That's nice to hear. OK, let's get straight over to Genoa then. Let's join our commentary team over there. The Coventry City manager, Ron Atkinson, and alongside Ron tonight, Brian Moore.
Thank you a lot, Bob. Good evening to everybody. Certainly going to be another night of nail-biting for a nation here, wondering if Arsenal's gutsy discipline and their dogged defence can see them through again. They've done it before. Tonight, though, is just as severe a test as you could imagine. Let's take a check on the teams first off. Starting with Sampdoria, and with a significantly stronger side than they had at Highbury. The former international defenders Vieca, Vod and Ferry return after injury. And the former Yugoslav international Mihailovic is back into their midfield after suspension. David Platt, of course, still suspended. Sampdoria have to score tonight. Lombardo and Mancini are probably the biggest threats. Arsenal, meantime, give a key job to Martin Keown, just as they did in Auxerre in the last round. It seems likely tonight that he'll be marking Mancini. It's another test of resolution for Tony Adams and his Arsenal defence, as we say, but also another night of opportunity for the prolific Ian Wright. 28 goals this season, a scorer of every round so far in this competition. And the referee, Gert Grabher from Austria, just about ready to get it underway. With Sampdoria, cup winners in Italy. Fine pedigree in Europe over the last decade or so. Getting us away. Attacking the goal to our right. There'll be plenty of attacking as well as Ferry gets it back to goalkeeper Zenga. This is Manini playing at right back. He played more as a central defender in the first game. Arsenal won 3-2 at Highbury, so a 1-0 or a 2-1 win for Sampdoria tonight will be enough to put them through, remembering their 2 away goals at Highbury. I suppose if we really have to be positive, Merson getting up there, a draw will be enough for Arsenal, any victory will be enough for Arsenal.
This is Jugovic, Lombardo ahead of him. Released by Tony Adams. Out comes David Seaman, who was a hero, of course, in the last round against Auxerre with some thrilling saves. He's been playing with this rib injury. He has a special protection. And he's been taking painkillers as well to ease his plight. Suspended from the first leg, but Sampdoria feel is a key man for them, especially with his ability on set pieces. Does possess a lethal left foot shot. Tony Adams, who's so often been Arsenal's inspiration in these European ties in the past. Dixon with the free kick, now leaving it in fact for Adams. With the header, and well claimed by Wenger, who certainly gave his team moments of anxiety in the first leg at Highbury. His errors prove it costly on that occasion. But here he's made a comfortable save from the header by Hartson. On by Mihailovic. Mancini in pursuit. Mancini, who by his high standards has had a bit of a lean season in the Italian Serie A. But is certainly a man for this kind of occasion tonight. One of Europe's most gifted players. Jakobard with header. Here's Adams. The careless there, Arsenal. Mancini now. Looking to release Lombardo again. He's so quick off the mark, Lombardo. WInterburn. Movement ahead of him from Ian Wright. It's a rather tentative touch though by the England striker. In goes Sparks. Now Mancini's onside here. Arsenal pushed up. Oh, beautifully done by Mancini. 14 minutes gone. And Sampdoria have the lead. Such awareness shown then by the Sampdoria captain. Arsenal defenders had advanced towards the halfway line. I think Lombardo was on his way back. But under the new rulings, the linesman has kept his flag down there against Lombardo. On-raced Mancini. And well, that was superbly taken. David Seaman may be stranded too far out of his goal. Nothing he could do from there. And Mancini has taken full advantage in the most exemplary fashion. Mancini, who scored the vital away goal in the last round against Porto, and now he's struck here against Arsenal in Genoa. Now by Serena, under a yellow card. Level now on aggregate at 3-3. Serena, who sent Adams tumbling. So Arsenal, having come into the game wondering if they'd have to score or not, well, now they know the answer. They have to. Here's WInterburn with the free kick. Chested down by Bould. Merson! Good save by Wenger. Well, he remains at 34, one of the best shot stoppers in the world, Wenger. His critics in the way that he deals with crosses sometimes, but there's no doubt about his agility here. Superb stop from Merson's drive. But Arsenal have the corner, taken by Merson. This is where Sampdoria fear Arsenal on these set pieces. Dixon to curl it back in again. And Singer's in the right place. Who did not have hearts at this time. Curled over it bitingly by Dixon. Wright failed to make contact, but Merson didn't. Lombardo, who worked so hard for Sampdoria. Wright has it back again now. Played by Adams. The break could be on here for Samp. Here's Mihailovic. Good strike. Well held too by Seaman. Nearly got hold of that one, Mihailovic. But David Seaman right behind it, and a confident claim too by the England goalkeeper. He's plucked it out of the air. Nelson. This is Serena. Arsenal a bit sloppy at the back then. Mihailovic arriving at the far post. My word, that was right across the face of the goal. It was such confidence by Mihailovic. And he's furious with himself, but he didn't hit the target. We'll see here just how near that was. But on the volley into the ground, but past the post. A little period of pressure here from Arsenal. On by McGoldrick. Arsene on the strength there to ride the tackle. Who's such a formidable opponent. Sampdoria wanting to make a substitution here. Invernizzi, who can fill any one of a number of roles. He's going to come on. And this in place of Ivani, the former Milan player. So Invernizzi presumably will slot into a midfield role. Meantime, Wenger has this free kick to contend with. McGoldrick. Bould couldn't reach it. Just nicked away at the last by Ricardo Ferri. Nelson with the corner. And right, it's there! 1-1 on the night. And Arsenal have turned the tie in their favour again. To the delight of Stuart Houston and these travelling Arsenal fans. Ian Wright. So the record goes on. Every leg of every round this season, Ian Wright has scored. And what a crucial one this is. Wenger off balance. It sneaked past him into the corner. Ian Wright, his 9th goal in the competition this season. Arsenal lead 4-3 on aggregate. Up by WInterburn. Invernizzi with a throw for Sampdoria. Ferry. On by Mancini. Through the Mastero. Yakubov. Mihailovic getting no sympathy then from the referee. It's a foul on Lombardo. Mastero lining up the kick. Support for Sampdoria now. And up from Mancini! Oh. Maspero's free kick under the head of Mancini, despite the efforts of Lee Dixon there alongside him. Yakubov joining in the attack. Kick. Maybe looked a little harsh there. Adam certainly thought so. It's another opportunity for Sampdoria with the shooting prowess of Mihailovic. I'm also seeing that again. It would appear that Adams won the ball cleanly, but the referee saw it differently. More organising then for Arsenal to do. Mancini taking charge of operations. Mihailovic alongside him, taking quite a run at this one too. It's a fast bowler's run up. Touch top to Mihailovic. Fire back in again, and a goal from Belushi! The substitute has done it. Just 19 years old.
to Sampdoria. 4-4 overall. And if it stays this way, the team from Genoa are through to the European Cup Winners' Cup final. The yellow card, well, that's for Bellucci for over-celebrating. Mihailovic who fired it straight into the wall there. A deft little chip through by Mancini. And a polished and clinical finish from young Bellucci. He's not had too many opportunities in the senior side this season. He's really come up for the likes of Bould and Mancini. But he's taken that goal in expert fashion. But that's what it means to him. Really had his shirt back. Dixon with the cross. Here's Mancini. Now WInterburn. Arsenal have got the raise again. Martin trying to plough his way through. Now the counter-attack could be on for Sampdoria. Lombardo. He's got Bellucci ahead of him. This is Bellucci, and that's another goal. 2 in 3 minutes for Bellucci. Unbelievable. Only 4 minutes of the game remaining. And surely now Sampdoria are heading for the final. 3-1 tonight. 5-4 is their advantage on aggregate. And it's all down to this young man, Claudio Bellucci. Suddenly, a place in the final has been snatched from Arsenal's grasp. And the fact remains, one more goal from Arsenal would bring it all level again on aggregate, and then we need extra time. But there isn't much time left in the 90 for Arsenal to turn it round again. Stuart Houston practically pointing, no question about where he wants the ball to go. Dixon will take this free kick. Adams making his way forward. Bould is up there as well. Here is Bould. WInterburn. Sampdoria with everybody back behind the ball. Schwartz. Way by Dixon. Bonini was underneath it. Here's Lombardo. They've got 5 up in this attack. But there's a yellow flag to deny them. A little breathing space for Arsenal. But no question, they have to seek another goal very urgently now. Stuart Houston, Arsenal's caretaker manager, of course, till the end of the season. And his own prospects of keeping the job may well rest on whether or not Arsenal make it to the final. It's a free kick here to Arsenal. There's going to be a caution in the meantime. And that's for Steve Bould. That's for, I would think, an argument at the other end. And that's a desperate situation for Bould. If they do get through, he would miss the final. It's his second booking in Europe this season. He's got to forget that now. Here's Stefan Schwartz. And it's there! Oh! Right at the net. Arsenal have saved it. 3-2 tonight. 3-2 from the first leg. It's all square again. Stefan Schwartz. Well, it's only his 4th goal for Arsenal this season. But it has brought his team level in this so dramatic semi-final. The goal coming just a minute from the end of normal time. And we are now going to need extra time. A semi-final in which fortunes have swung first one way then the other. Arsenal reminding us you can never write them off. The late goal from Stefan Schwartz means extra time. A lifeline Arsenal thought had eluded them. In charge for so long. Sampdoria looking to regain the initiative again. They can't do so here. Off come Arsenal with Merson. And the goal had gone the other way. Bellucci. Mancini. Bellucci again. has been a menace for Arsenal since he's come on. Mancini now. Never thought will ever create it. He's gone on a run too, which allowed Jugovic to have a strike at goal. Not close enough though to worry David Seaman. Jugovic, who got both the goals, of course, in the first leg at Highbury. The shot well covered by Seaman. This is Mancini. Arsenal's free kick. Mancini with the intended through pass. Up went the flag. The linesman absolutely right, he was offside. Now Bellucci. Mihajlovic. Danger for Arsenal here. Curled over. Mancini! Oh, inches away. He was really stretching then, Mancini. And obviously stretched too far. WInterburn sportingly offering him some assistance. Just look how near he was to making contact then with that cross from Mihajlovic. Whipped over enticingly too. And Mancini had lost his markers. Serena is the last defender here. Lombardo. McGoldrick. Oh, hustled out of it though by Mihajlovic. This is Lombardo! It all stemmed from that error by McGoldrick, caught in possession. Another problem from Lombardo's point of view in terms of injury, but he could have put his team through to the final then, but for the efforts of David Seaman, so quick to thwart him. We're almost now at the end of the second period of extra time. Mihajlovic. This is Mancini. Maspero. Mihajlovic again. Just nicked back by WInterburn. Bould with the clearance. Arsenal now, I think, are settling for a penalty shootout. And that is what it is going to be. Well, many people feel it's not a satisfactory conclusion to an event such as this. But it's the only way to settle it here. A question now of which team will hold their nerve in the penalty contest. So Walter Zenga, the goalkeeper of Sampdoria, is preparing now then to face the first penalty kick. I think Lee Dixon has been nominated by Arsenal. Two very experienced players. Dixon has volunteered then to take the first one for Arsenal. Dixon against Zenga. 1-0 Arsenal. Confidently tucked away by Dixon. He can relax now. Zenga going the right way, but with no real chance of reaching that. Now David Seaman, a picture of concentration as he faces Mihajlovic. And he saved it! Oh, terrific stop by Seaman. He saved the penalty on Monday against Aston Villa. He's got certainly plenty in the past. He has a knack, it would seem, of guessing the right way. And he's done it again. Now McGoldrick for Arsenal. This to make it 2-0. Is this going to be Zengo's turn to shine? McGoldrick, the Irishman. Oh, dear. Dreadful pick by McGoldrick. Well, it's easy to say that with all the pressure on the players now. And nonetheless, that was a pretty atrocious penalty from Eddie McGoldrick. Way, way over the bar. Not even testing Wenger. So it stays at 1-0. Now Jugovic for Sampdoria. Seaman again. Heroics from David Seaman at the Arsenal goal. Outsmarting Jugovic. Sampdoria have missed both their penalties. Now John Hartson. He scored. Wenger unlucky. And the young striker has accepted his responsibility. Wenger got so close to it. I think he certainly got a hand to it. Almost kept it out. So Arsenal lead 2-0. Maspero now for Sampdoria. It's 2-1. Seaman beaten at last, having saved the first two. Tell you what, it wasn't that far away. Only inches. Almost scooped it out. Now Tony Adams, the captain. 3-1. It was such force set by Adams. There was only one way he was going to take the kick. Just look at the determination on his face there. This man is a real winner. Wenger no chance. 3-1 to Arsenal. Now Mandini. Scores emphatically. 3-2. But if Paul Merson scores from this next kick, Arsenal will be through. Seaman beat by the sheer force of that shot. Well, what a moment this will be for Paul Merson after all his problems this season. If he can guide Arsenal through. No! Wenger saves it. No emotion on the face of Stuart Houston, but what disappointment he must be feeling. And that will be shared by Paul Merson. A wonderful save by Wenger with that outstretched arm. So Sampdoria still in with a chance. Lombardo now. If he misses this, Arsenal will make it to the final. Oh, Seaman again! And Arsenal are there! David Seaman, the hero! Misery for Lombardo and for Sampdoria. 3 penalty saves by David Seaman. He's guessed correctly again and somehow clawed it away. Spectacular save by the goalkeeper. Lombardo would have thought there he'd done enough. Another night of triumph then for Arsenal. The heroics of David Seaman have lifted them through to a second successive European Cup Winners' Cup final. They're on course to become the first side to retain the trophy after this outstanding show of commitment and nerve too when it came to the crunch.